What's up, CrossFit South Denver? Just really quick video to continue our discussion on programming. For the next 8 weeks, what we're going to see, the strength for this cycle. So we talked about last video what a majority of the CrossFit is going to look like, or metabolic conditioning. Here, what we're going to see is what you're specifically working on for the 4 days that we have programmed strength-wise. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday are going to be our main days that we try to get our strength in. If we are not able to get those in time constraint wise, then we'll push those to Saturday, or in the rare occasion, Thursday. We like to keep Thursday pretty light. But if we're looking at this, all 4 days are progressive, or in other words, if you miss the first week, you're going to be already behind because we're jumping in to a heavier sets the following week. So this is our first week. If you don't make it in this week, next week you're going to be like feeling a little bit off because everybody will have a week ahead of you. The first day is going to be a snatch linear progression. So that might look like yesterday we did our 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on barbell cycling, trying to learn how 55% feels relative to your ability to do it as quick as possible. A lot of people wouldn't look at that as strength. If you do it enough, I promise you're going to get stronger from it. The percentages are always going to be based off of your training max. So if you've hit 150 pounds once in your life but couldn't do it but once, try to work off maybe 140 or 135 instead. You're also going to be doing back squats or overhead squats on that day one. Okay? We're not always going to call it Monday, it'll be day one, and I'll tell you why at the end of this. Day two, power snatch or power clean is going to be that second day you come in, and you're going to also do an upper body push or pull. So think upper body ring rows in terms of the pull, maybe combined with some parallel push-ups, or we're doing more formal bench press followed with a barbell row, or just getting rid of the barbell completely and doing some bent over kettlebell rows with a floor press with the kettlebell. So back and forth after we do those power snatches or power cleans. Day three will be a clean or clean and jerk. Percentage this first week a little bit lighter, next week heavier, 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 heavier. Just formally thinking in terms of do a rep every 90 seconds of a power clean plus push press, or do a squat clean plus jerk every minute and a half would be what I want you to think about here. Okay. Also, after we get done with those after we get done there, more often than not, we're going to be front squatting after we do those clean and jerks, or those just power cleans. Day four, barbell cycling. So barbell cycling we actually did with our snatch work on Monday. But you can also think in terms of, for those of you that got done this morning, we didn't necessarily, I don't think both classes got to the touch and go 5 rep, but that's what we're looking at trying to get to. We're pushing it to Saturdays. You getting used to hang power cleans for sets of 6, touch and goes from the floor for sets of 3, getting you used and comfortable to the cyclical flow that you're going to need for this to be easier. Okay? And then also on those days, we're going to be doing some hip bridges, some heavy hip openers, or if we're not doing a lot of deadlifting volume the previous day, then we'll get some more deadlift volume as well, right? In our CrossFit cycle, we talked about we're actually going to be hitting deadlifts with the intent of doing sets of 10, sets of 12. So we're not going to necessarily do singles and doubles on our strength cycle because don't want to overload you there. The order of your hours when you come in the door, for the past 3 months, it's always been noticeably we warm up, get your strength portion in, and then we hit the WOD. Flip that on its head. I talked about this quickly last video, but it's always going to be from now on. You're going to get your WOD in, and then we're going to get that strength portion in. Okay, that is how we are going to be running class for the next couple of months. Throughout the cycle, no 2 weeks will be the same. You lift that up so you can see it even easier. Order CrossFit first, then strength. Throughout the cycle, no 2 weeks will be the same. So last 2 months, 2.5, 3 months, we did snatch always on Monday, back squat always on Monday, then front squat always on Monday, and then back squat always on Friday. For the next couple of months, we're just going to try to space out the effort. So in terms of if you do a heavy snatch percentage work on Wednesday, we're just going to try not to have you do a heavy snatch percentage again until next Friday. Not always Wednesday or Monday, but trying to just follow whatever the CrossFit has you do, following that up with a strength portion. So like today, we're doing overhead squats and shoulder to overhead. So after we get done with that Metcon today, you're going to then be doing heavy clean and jerks, right? Because that's going to be a strength portion that we follow up. Other than that, if you have any questions, shoot them to me. Have a good rest of your Wednesday.